Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Savix and today we'll be doing a Retribution Paladin guide for PvE. And these are the notes that I gathered on stream and what you guys wanted to know. Again, this is for PvE only. If you want to watch PvP, stay tuned. That'll be another episode. For stats, we're going to be prioritizing Strength, Mastery, Haste, then Crit, and Verse. Verse being the last, obviously, because it's really beneficial in PvP. In PvE, it doesn't bring a lot of value for Red Paladins. Mastery is in second because the obvious reason we do a lot more holy damage and Judgment has a chance to blast for a lot of damage. 100k. I know some people might get confused about this, so keep in mind if you get a really big eye level upgrade and it has a lot of strength but no mastery, you can still prioritize the strength build. And for the talent tree, this is what I got for Mythic Plus. And before I explain further, make sure to check the date and see if we're on the same patch note. If you want to keep up to date, you can join my Discord and I'll update the talents over there always. But I'll leave all the talent lists in the description so you guys can just copy it. And this is what I got for the Mythic Plus build. On the bottom left, we have Seal of Order. And obviously for the hero talent, I've been playing with Herald of the Sun and I'm absolutely loving it. Next week, I'll probably give Templar another try, but this video, I'm gonna go over Herald of the Sun. And we do have a few options here if you want to run something different. Obviously, you can drop Divine Purpose for Vengeful Wrath, but I like running Divine Purpose because we get a benefit from the Herald of the Sun talent, Aurora. Wake of Ash, and you gain Divine Purpose. So you could do a lot more cleave damage with Divine Storms. But the right side over here, there's like a little bit of confusion where people want to choose constant damage and a little bit more splash damage with Final Reckoning. But instead of constant damage, I'm going for the RNG build here so that I can potentially get more storms out. And relying on RNG is always nice. It's kind of like parsing in Classic WoW where they always pile the RNG sets so that you can have an extra swing and you parse better, etc. Same concept here. The more chance, the more damage, so we're relying on that. And it could happen very often. And for my choice, I'm going with Execution Sentence here. I know in the comments, they're like, oh, why isn't he playing Final Reckoning? It's because in keys, there are targets that need to be prioritized. And you'll naturally cleave, but at the same time, you'll be doing a little bit more damage to that prioritized target. So I'm running Execution Sentence here. And obviously, you get the full benefit of the dots and the burns with Burn to Ash. So this talent is probably the best one out there right now. For Raid Single Target, we're swapping all the talents to just single target damage. And we're changing to Vengeful Hammer for that big hammer damage that Herald of the Sun offers. And for the Raid Cleave spec, it'll just be a small change. Again, we're going back to this so that we can Divine Storm. And we get to hit multiple targets and have that Divine Storm waves going out. So it's like a single target hybrid with a little bit of cleave built into it. Alright, so let's go over the rotation. There's a lot of ways to open. You could open with Divine Toll, Execution Sentence, or Wake of Ash, then Execution Sentence, but I like to do the other one where I do Judgment into Blade of Justice, Templar Verdict, hopefully I get a Dusk. Then I do the normal Execution Sentence, Wake of Ash, Templar Verdict, Divine Toll, Templar Verdict, Hammer, Blade of Justice, Templar Verdict, vice versa. It could change though depending on the proc. This is my normal burst. I kind of picked it up from PvP. That's the target. I'm running to it. The first ability that I could do is Judgment, which is 30 yard, and then into Blade of Justice, which is 20 yard. And hopefully I get a Dusk here, but if I don't, I send the burst anyway. But I want to demonstrate what I want to bank on, which is boom, I get the Dusk, and then now I do my burst, which is Potion, Trinket, Execution Sentence, Wake of Ash, Templar Verdict, Hammer, Templar Verdict, Divine Toll, Templar Verdict, Blade of Justice, Hammer, and then you just go off your combo here. And you always want to prioritize pressing Templar Verdict and Hammer of Wrath because these are the most damage dealers. And if your Divine Storm lights up, you can send that as well. So there's that opener. And this next build I want to talk about is something I picked up from Queen Ansarek. We have a lot of pulls on her. And it felt like I needed to do my burst earlier in order for that web to line up and I can do massive amount of AoE into the web. If you're like a min-maxer, you'll probably know what I'm talking about, but there's like different ways to open spending less global so you could get all that burst lined up beautifully in certain bosses. So you probably want to feel that out, but when I was fighting Queen, what I liked doing was doing Judgment and then just going off right away. Execute Sentence, Wake of Ash, Final Verdict, Hammer, Final Verdict, Divine Toll, Final Verdict, Blade of Justice, Hammer, Template Verdict. And again, you're just pressing the combinations that light up and they're gonna do a lot of damage here. So what I'm trying to say is, depending on the boss, if you're trying to min-max, you want to switch things up. If it's like a Mythic Plus, I would go for the Judgment, Blade of Justice, Template Verdict for that Blessing of Dusk, and then do your whole rotation. But yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to do Execute Sentence first, Wake of Ash. Sometimes I do Wake of Ash first and then Execute Sentence, but normally it's Execute Sentence into Wake of Ash, Final Verdict, Divine Toll, and vice versa. Also, a thing in Raid you want to keep in mind is, I had to get used to this too because Dragonflight Red Paladin playstyle is kind of new to me. I would always try to spend all my holy power if I'm getting like procs and it's filled. At a certain time, you still want to do your go so that it lines back up when you want the cooldown. So it's not really good to delay and spend a lot of Final Verdicts. If you're doing Mythic Keys, it doesn't matter. You can just spend it however you want. But in certain boss fights, you will have uptime and downtime and like mechanics happening. So it's okay to sacrifice like overfilled holy power to do your burst so that it lines back up when you need it. So keep that in mind. Alright, so hopefully you guys get a little bit of idea on the burst. If you're playing Final Reckoning, it's the same thing. You do your Final Reckoning, Template Verdict into Wake of Ash, Final Verdict, Hammer, Blade of Justice, Final Verdict. If you have a lot of holy power, always prio Final Verdict, but try to get these on cooldown as well so that you could throw it more. I try to have like one Blade of Justice going in a rotation so that I can be pressing other stuff and then I don't have two in charge. Does that make sense? Like, you don't want to have these like never on cooldown, so I like to throw them out as I do my burst. Alright, let's go over gems and enchants. For gems, I'm using the accumulating Blasphemite, 181 primary stat and crits. For the gems, I'm using the Quick Onyx for mastery and haste, our best stats. You can also get an extra socket on the neck and rings. For the cloak, I have speed. Chest, I have crystalline radiance. Wrist, I have speed. You could also go for avoidance. And for the pants, I have the 930 strength and stamina. Boost enchant I skipped over because it's not that super important. And then for rings, I have the double mastery. For the weapon, I have the authority of the depths. For consumables, I am using alchemical chaos, tempered potion for my 5-minute buff, and the iron claw whetstone. And if you want to push it even further and parse, you can use crystallized augmented rune, but these are very expensive. Oh, also, make sure you carry potions around. I know potions seems like old-fashioned, but 3.6 million, it's like a lay on hand. It heals you to full, helps your healers. It's good in raid, you have an extra life, and in dungeons. So I recommend getting a potion. I do have detailed go over abilities. I could briefly go over this. If you already know this, you could just skip this part, okay? These are for like mega new players. For your defensive, you have these two small ones, which are Divine Protection. You take less damage, and then you have Shield of Vengeance, which is absorb and also fires back at the enemies. Sometimes I like to even pop this and go in a little soak so the damage pops back to them to do more damage, but you don't have to do that. Anyways, those are the two small defensives. We also have Flash of Light, but we barely use this in PVE. you mostly want to just use Holy Power if you really need to heal yourself or your partners or your healer died, which happens sometimes, and you want to try to kill a boss. You could do Word of Glory on yourself or heal others. You'll also get the benefit from Herald of the Sun for doing it, so it's not a bad thing to do. If you want to heal yourself or your party members, Flash of Light and Eternal Flame, which is the same thing as Word of Glory. So those are the 2 heals, two shields, and these are your big shields. It's probably better that you use Divine Shield for yourself, which is an immunity for 8 seconds. Immune to literally everything. Or not everything. There are some mechanics you could die to. But that is your biggest cooldown. When there's like a oh shit moment, you want to press this. And for Bob, you could use it on yourself, but know that it's only physical damage. And you probably want to save this for like your healer or a DPS that's about to die and you could help out. As well as Lay on Hand. I love that it's a shorter cooldown. And I get to use it a lot in Mythic Keys, especially when my tank like dips or my healer is dipping. I just Lay of Hand, send it home, save their life. It's beautiful. So those are your survival kits. Big button is Divine Shields, small shields, and then your heals. For CC, we have Hammer of Justice, and then for AoE CC, we have Blinding Light. Blinding Light is fantastic right now in the Mythic Affixes, where Xal'atath spawns 10 orbs. You could just go on top of it and blast him through. It's a shame that it's a long cooldown. I wish it was a little bit shorter, like the other classes, so we could break a lot of stuff or CC a lot more, but it is what it is. So these are the 2 CCs. And we have Cleanse Toxin to get rid of poisons and diseases. It's very, very nice to have these in the dungeon. And next we have Blessing of Sacrifice, which is another cleanse-like ability. You could place this on a friendly member, and then you could pop wall so that you take damage from the tank, and then you protect yourself with Divine Protection. If it's a big boss you're doing it on, you could even Divine Shield yourself and sack the tank. Or if there's anyone dying, you could obviously sack them too. But most of the time, I save it for my tank in raids and Mythic Pluses. I did a Mythic Plus 10 today, and I had to use it a lot. Because the tank was just taking so much damage, right? And these are your movements. You have Freedom and Blessing of Steed. You can use Freedom on your party members. And next, we have the Holy Power Generators, which are Judgment, Blade of Justice, and Hammer of Wrath and Auto Attack. And your main spenders are for Final Verdict, Divine Storm, or Word of Glory. And then your big cooldowns, which are Wake of Ash, Extreme Sentence, and Divine Toll. And that's pretty much it. Also know that we have Combat Res, which you will use a lot in Mythic Pluses, and you have your Aura. Alright, macros. Macros are very, very useful, especially in Mythic Keys if you're trying to push really high. Say I'm hitting this target, and I know this is a caster that must be stopped. If you want, you can just tab quickly, but relying on tab is not the best thing, and you could do mouse over too, arguably, but I like to have it like locked on always, so I would be doing my burst, going ham, and if he's casting something, I could just press shift 1, which is a focus target, and it stuns them, as well as shift kick to kick that target. So normal kick and then a shift kick target to kick the focus target. You could even set it up for repentance, but I don't think now is the time or the week to do them. If you want though, I'll list all my macros in the description below. And if you really want, you could also make like, instead of party 1, you could put the specific name of the person you want to save. Say you have a friend that dies all the time, you could put their name in and press a macro and it always just bop them automatically. These are very useful for PvP. For PvE, I still like click and do it, but for PvP, I don't like clicking, so I have a macro for each of my buttons. Same thing for Word of Glory, Party 1, Party 2, and then Sack, etc. These are like if you want to get very technical and deep into it, but what I would recommend is just having a focus stun and a focus kick. If you want to have a mouse over or you're fast at clicking or tap targeting, that works too. But personally, I like to have it locked on so I can always have that stun. And lastly, the add-on. Most ass add-on is probably my mouse glow. It's a weak aura. It's in the description. Inside my Discord, all my add-ons are listed. What I really want to go over is my plater. I'm using 2 sets of platers that I got from my friends along the time. And this is very, very helpful in PVE because it color codes what needs to be hit and which ones are the casters. So get these, it's gonna help you a ton. I don't even use DBM or big wigs for any of my raid clears, including normal, heroic, LFR, anything, mythic pluses. This health bar pretty much is all I need and you should get it. It's very, very, very helpful. And that's pretty much it. If I miss anything, please do write in the comments and I'll cover it in the next video. If it was helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. And the rest of the video, I'm just gonna play some mythic pluses. Peace, boys. Yo, your mog is looking good. Wait, really? I feel like druid players always act cute. Or maybe they have a cute personality. They type like... They type the little eyeball 3 emoji or XD emoji. I saved the cooldown for the boss. I forgot where I heard this song from. Somebody had it in one of their PvP music. How do you not get feared by that? Do I like turn around, or is that a fear that you always eat, chat? What is that?
Your ascension is complete.
The big iron on his head. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't know how much that does. That delayed my Wake of Ash. I guess this is unavoidable. I tried turning around. Oh, I like the little uppies. Thank you.
Your ascension.
I got this one, guys. Stand back, everybody. Boom. Yo, this druid lives inside here or something. Or maybe he has an add-on. He knows where to go immediately. Is this Bleach song? What is this? Make a baby. What? This gives me a Bleach vibe, but I don't think it's from Bleach, or is it? Maybe it's a newer one? I know the old Bleach song. This sounds new if it's a new one. This is my song request. Oh, thank you for pointing it out. You're so cool, man. No wonder the song was so good, Blaze. Holy moly, man. Now he's gonna say, that's right. Wow.
Your ascension is complete.
If it's Bleach, it's from a movie song? Yeah, it has to be.
Your ascension is complete.
Fuck! I was about to let hand you. I was like 1 second late. If it was Arena, I think I could have saved you. I only have macro up to party 1 and 2. On yo. Beautiful cat, guys. Beautiful. Oof.
You're almost there. We're gonna have so much fun.
Who's speaking? Is that Kaiser? Is this Kaiser remix?
Your ascension is
Oh shit. Holy, this guy got a lot of health, man. I've been pounding this guy so long. Kill him!
One of us is used like the other.
I still don't understand how you know which one to hit.
your ascension.
Bro, this little guy has so much health. It's crazy.
Your survival
No!
wasn't necessary.
That was fun.
Damn, we were like almost done too.
Let's do it again.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of health. Jeez. Yo, what is this song? It's kind of pog. Oh, you know this drew's been in here a lot. I haven't seen that for.
Your ascension
This might be a little spooky, by the way.
is complete.
Oh my goodness, this is a lot. Damn, okay, we handled that fairly quickly. Soraka top was insanely toxic. People play Soraka top? Isn't she the girl that throws like banana at people? It was like an ugly Draenei that throws banana. Maybe she got a reward. Nobody played that when I was playing League.
Your ascension is complete.
She was busted for a patch, she was solo laning? Holy, okay. Yeah, I bought the potion for this. Big pull. Never did keys without an auger. Bro, I feel so safe with the auger. This is crazy difference. Such a difference. Wait, what do you mean AUG abuses? Is that like illegal? What do you mean AUG needs some love, guys?
Your ascension is complete.
Show some AUG love by playing one yourself. How about you play with this? No, I must play a Red Paladin, guys. I need to represent the Red Paladin, you know what I mean? I'm literally here for blinding light.
Your ascension is complete.
Look at this blinding light. Oh. That's why they need the Paladin, guys.
Your
Yo!
survival wasn't
What was
necessary.
that?
Your ascension is complete.
What are you guys doing? Yo, are we trying to time this, guys? Getting assassinated over here. Yo, we have the percentage to fill. We can't be trolling. You're good, you're good, you're good. I needed the shield. Okay, okay, okay.
Your ascension is complete.
Yo, after we do a heroic, I think we could do a 10, chat. We could do a 10 after heroic. I get my 4-piece. I'm so tempted to use my PvP thing for a heroic piece too. I'm having fun with this little key pushes, man.
I told you.
Nice, let's fucking go, boys. Easy.
For you have aided the end.
18 points, 1800, okay. Man, this drew is 2000. Gold, did you?